For years, people have asked how we make our videos. So, let's finally talk about it. How to make a kurzgesagt video in 1200 hours or more. Let's visualize. Illustration. When the script is ready, we begin sketching out the video. We try to think of visual metaphors, transitions between ideas, and decide which scenes need the most attention. On average, 200 panels need to be illustrated in Adobe Illustrator. Although we have built up an illustration library, we still do most illustrations from scratch to give our videos a more unique look. The general idea is to find the right images to the words in the script to explain as clearly as possible, while also having interesting things to look at. Also, here we include all the visual Easter eggs. In total, 2 to 3 illustrators spend 8 to 12 weeks illustrating the video. It's alive. Animation. Now the scenes and audio need to be animated. We make things move in Adobe After Effects, and recently we've begun experimenting with Cinema 4D. The first thing to do is take the illustrated scenes apart and organize them. The hundreds or thousands of parts are then imported into After Effects. Each character is rigged so we can move them more naturally. Aside from a few plugins that help us save time, every single thing that's moving on screen has been moved manually. So 2 to 3 animators animate scene after scene for about 8 to 10 weeks in total. Ending on a high note, music and sound design. The final step is the music. Every song is original music composed to the finished video to create a unique atmosphere and to highlight the important parts. You can listen to all of the songs on SoundCloud and Spotify. The icing on the cake are the sound effects. Many of you might not even really notice them, which is a shame because they really add an additional layer. So try watching a video with headphones if you want to get the full depth of it. All of these steps happen in parallel since we usually work on 2 to 4 videos at the same time in various stages. What we haven't mentioned are the countless revisions and edits. Every few days we sit together and review our work and tweak it until it feels just right. And that's it. At least 1200 hours.
Wondering, what does he actually mean by saying the video production process? Well, it's the process of creating any video. It can be a film, it can be a podcast, it can be a video like this one that I am recording for you right now, it can be a short video for social media, anything. It can simply be any video that you want to publish and put out there. The pre-production and is the longest part of the process. And yes, you heard me right. Most of the people believe that the actual recording, the actual production of the video is the most time-consuming part of the process, but it's not. The pre-production phase is the key to success. The most important part is to define the objectives of the video. Why are you making this video? Determine who your audience is and research what are their interests, what are their common problems, and what they usually like to watch. Then you should start thinking about the creative part. Decide on your creative approach and start brainstorming what your video would look like and what it will be included. Write your script and create a storyboard to visualize and have a clear image about how your video will look like in the end. This is going to be also really useful for the post-production process. Production. Now it's time for the magic to happen. Allow plenty of time ahead of your shoot to place your camera and your lighting at the selected location. If you're moving between different locations and you are taking different types of shots, make sure that you factor enough setup time in your schedule so that you will not end up running out of time. It's always worth having a test run before you actually start recording so that you will make sure that everything is in place and you are ready to go. And action! You can now switch the camera on and start filming. And here we are.